The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning and happy Friday. It's September 15th, 5:30. Not only are we getting a raise, but it's payday as well.
Wow, double ding.
Trivia Tuesday.
Whoops. We both hit the ding.
It's early.
I feel like we need to ask a trivia question now, Sean.
What do you call Timbaland's new song?
I can't even think of anything. Timbaland, what does he sing? To the window, to the wall? I don't know.
His new song with Nelly and Justin.
I know, but I was trying to come up with a different Timbaland song because I certainly couldn't remember that.
It's right here. It's coming up soon, actually, in about 4 songs. It's called Keep Going Up.
Yes, it is. All right. Well, stay tuned for that. Also, if you ever need a lunch at Mr. Mike's, the salads are absolutely delicious.
I'm still thinking about it. It was pretty tasty and refreshing.
Yes. The dressing, too. They had multiple different kinds that you could choose from. There was a lemon poppy seed. There was a citrusy, creamy one. So good.
Yeah, I had avocados on mine, so that was nice.
That's not a word. What does that mean?
Avocado.
Avocado. Avocado?
Yeah.
I just thought maybe this was a fancy avocado that was treated differently, that maybe was sprinkled with lemon juice. Sean, if you said, I'm going to pick up some chatos for tonight, I would be like, sweet. Sounds like you're getting us some weird way of you saying churros or something. It doesn't go with avocado.
Hey, you learn something new every day. Some chatos for dinner. Okay?
I learned your vocabulary. Nobody else calls it that. Went for a paddle down the Clearwater River last night.
Fun. Geez.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. The river was like glass, which you can never say about a river. Usually that's a lake thing. But the water was just so beautifully reflective. It was amazing. And as we came up to the Snai, the Athabasca Tribal Council Cultural Festival is this weekend. And they were doing a bunch of different sound checks and getting ready. And so as we were paddling in, it just felt like we had our own soundtrack to the water. It was so cool. And it just made me even more excited about this huge festival this weekend.
It was like an entrance for y'all to keep paddling down the river.
Yeah. And it was just so cool to kind of see it from that view and start to see the lights come on and just kind of the anticipation of what's going to happen there this weekend. I think it's going to be amazing. They've got a lot of main stage performances. Yeah. They've got cultural food there, workshops. It's not something to be missed. There's free entry. The workshops you have to pay for, but just everything there is going to be a moment to remember, and it's such a cool thing that we get to have it in our region.
And all from within the region too, super local. So if you're all about supporting local, it's free entry. You can go in, you can support your neighbors in and around the region right here down at the Snai. Very convenient. I would say a must do this weekend.
Absolutely.
You pull up to a stop sign, Steph, what do you do?
You stop.
You pull up to a red light, what do you do?
You stop.
I'm just playing.
What kind of questions are these?
Yeah, no, there's just this funny little petition going around town right now. I guess one of the traffic cameras over in Thickwood, kind of turning into Wood Buffalo, Real Martin Drive, it's been just catching hundreds of people rolling through a right turn.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard about that?
I haven't really heard about the petition, but I've seen a lot of people complaining about getting tickets there.
Yeah. Okay, the tickets, people have been, I guess, not stopping or just slowly merging, yielding, I guess, just not coming to a full, every tire does a little rock back and forth and then you go type of thing. The tickets are over $400, which I think is very unreasonable.
That is a lot of money.
That is stupid.
Sure.
But it also just stop, but also don't charge $400.
I mean, I think it is hard to remember, not hard to remember. Obviously, it's a law to stop at a red light and then make your right hand turn so that you can check for pedestrians, so that you can check for bikers, especially in Fort McMurray, because biking is allowed on the sidewalk, which is a very important thing to note when you're turning right.
Yeah, the biking culture of cars versus bikes here ain't the greatest. But
yeah, so I think those are really important things to remember, but it is that's a big ouch. $400 hurts really bad. But for sure, I think we do as drivers get kind of there's nobody here. It's the middle of the night or whatever.
Yeah.
I know there's nobody around. I'm going to slow down, but not completely stop. So
Yeah, so there's a petition going out right now. There are over 1,000 people have online signed it. And I will say that intersection's really wide open, and there is a dedicated like right turn lane as well, just for right turns. So there are some things in like the favors of like the people that are like signing it and everything. Like at the end of the day, still got to stop type of thing. And whatnot. That's how I kind of stand on it.
yeah, I think it's just a good reminder that is the law in Alberta, to stop at every single red light, not a rolling stop before you make your right-hand turn. The fact that this one has a camera at it, if you get dinged once, you'll never get dinged again.
No
of
kidding.
Course. But I mean, that's all of our red lights in the city. You stop at them before you turn right. But good to keep top of mind. I don't want to get dinged. So $400. Thanks for paying it and letting me know that exists.
Yeah. I came into something new that I get to do in Alberta just the other day.
Something new in Alberta, and you've been here for 2 years. So okay.
I get to renew my car insurance. I think I signed on for 2 years when I went to do my car when I did it, and I haven't had to worry about it for 2 years. But now it's so different than other provinces.
Is it?
Yeah, well, I'm used to Sasky with SGI. That's their like lone grown insurance for the whole province. And it's all one. You get your license, you get your plates, you get your car insurance all in one type of thing.
In one building or all at once? Like
yeah, there's multiple buildings all around, but it's all within one.
Wow.
It's cheaper. And you don't have to worry about your plates being on your last name with the CRI on one and then the TES on another, and you got to do that in March, and then all of a sudden your insurance is in September, and then heck, we'll throw in one more in June type of thing.
Jeepers.
So the thing with my car insurance, I knew it was in September sometime, but I was like, surely they'll send me an email. Surely they'll remind me that, hey, this really important thing is... No, they didn't.
I would have assumed they would have just auto-renewed and said, thank you for your money. We wouldn't like to remind you that you could change providers.
So I think that did happen because I didn't do anything, and I have it in my Apple Wallet here, and I'm just looking that, it got renewed. So
okay.
They just did it. They didn't even what if I had no money?
Oh, well, I was going to say, did you check your bank account? Do you pay for your insurance all in one lump sum, or do you pay monthly?
Good question. I don't know. Did it 2 years ago.
This guy.
Did it 2 years ago, and I've forgotten about it.
Money comes out of his account every month. He has no idea where it goes.
Pretty much, but figure it out, Alberta. That's what I'm trying to say. Be more like Sasky.
As far as months go, where would you rank November out of, say, 12?
Wow, November out of 12. It's pretty boring. Nothing really happens. College football's going on. There's some good games on a couple Saturdays. So I think it would be middle of the pack. Let's put it at like a 4 or 5. 5.
4 or 5 out of 12.
Yeah.
So it's like, and 1 being the worst, right?
1 being the best.
Oh.
Well, why would you put the best month at 12?
Like a 9 out of 10. It's great. A 4 out of 12.
Why are you ranking it at a 10 when there's 12?
Exactly.
You start with the best month at 1.
Okay, I guess. All right, so you're giving it a 4. I would probably give it like a 9 out of 12. I don't think it's that great.
Okay.
But somebody must have thought it was awesome.
Why?
Because I have 4 little calendars on my wall: September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
And each one has all of the moving parts on the station on it.
Oh.
And I white out on it and I highlight on it and everything moves around, and it's very much my calendar.
Yeah.
I know what's going on.
It's your brain on there. You know what's happening.
Somebody really loved November.
Why?
They stole it.
Oh.
It's gone. Like October, September, and December all got to stick around, but November, just a missing spot on the wall of my desk.
How are they put on the wall? What do? Do you tape it or sticky tack or?
Little piece of tape at the top of it. I take them off the wall all the time and rewrite on them and everything. And I just came back after the weekend and November was gone. I checked everybody's garbages to see if maybe it fell on the floor and somebody thought, oh, this is garbage this month that hasn't happened yet. But nope.
Oh.
It's just missing.
Okay.
So I feel like
Does your brain remember all the things that you put on there?
Of course not. I'm going to have to go back through the last 3 months of emails and type November in every search bar to see if there's anything in there.
I wonder if maybe since you take it off and put it back on so many times, maybe the tape got a little run out, and then maybe it fell on its own, and then the cleaner saw a piece of paper on the ground, and then they just tossed her.
I said I looked in the garbages.
Well, the cleaners aren't going to leave full garbages here.
Yeah.
They're going to take the garbage with them.
This is an unlikely story, Sean, because my garbage still had a cup in it after the weekend.
Well, maybe they're carrying around like a garbage bag or something, you know?
I still think they usually put stuff on my desk if it's on the floor and they're like, oh, this is an important piece of paper. I think if they saw a month on the floor that matched the other months,
what's your theory then?
Somebody really wanted to know what I was up to in November.
Yeah.
They stole the calendar.
In the office?
Yes.
Oh.
Somebody very interested.
We have an office investigation on our hands then.
What's happening in November? I don't know, but somebody does.
I'm going to get a little soft with you here on the program.
Soft, like emotionally soft?
A little bit. Yeah. I do nothing a lot. But it's just
established. Yes, you're like the napper, I just want to stay home, watch sports or not watch sports, but not go out.
And it's just so good, and it just helps me like live and recharge and be who I am in the mornings type of thing. And I came across a TikTok yesterday, and it was like TikTok therapy almost, my For You page.
TikTok therapy, okay.
Mm-hmm. And now I tried to look up the guy who was talking about this. I don't know if he's educated or whatever, but his words just like resonated so much. He has over 5 million followers on the app, and then on other ones he's heavily followed. But it talks about nothing. It talks about doing nothing, and maybe how the outside world perceives when someone does nothing, but like how I perceive nothing.
Okay.
Is that it has nothing to do with anyone else, and it has everything to do with nothing, which is confusing, I know, but that's what we feel most of the time. Nothing. But nothing isn't always bad, because sometimes it's a lot better than the thoughts in our head. This time where we do nothing and feel nothing allows us to process and recharge from a point where we felt so depleted that doing nothing gives us that energy back to be able to handle it all. So we need that alone time to do and feel absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so that kind of just sums up a little bit. It's not, I wouldn't say I'm that intense, but it sums up kind of like, I think I put so much into the mornings from 3 a.m. to like 10 a.m. It's just like, I just need to sit with some water in the dark, relax, and just honestly I do nothing.
It's amazing to me. I think just because of your personality. So you are exactly that from 3 to 10 a.m. You are on it. We're having fun. We're laughing so much.
Yeah.
And so when I leave this room, I'm just like, let's keep the party going. Come on. And you are like, I'm going to go have a nap. I'm like, nap during the day and waste the sunlight?
Right.
And then now you're showing me this video where just like, this man is nearly making me cry about him sitting doing nothing. And I'm like, okay, Sean, if you have to sit and do nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to still make fun of you for it, but
that's right.
Maybe I'll be nicer, kinder.
No,
for a
it's
day or
fine.
two.
It's fine. Because I think when I'm sitting there, it just calms everything down in my life. It just like, it brings everything back down, and I don't think as much. It's just like almost like meditation, almost a little bit for me. And it's just a calm way to like balance the lifestyle of like doing everything with this job and then having a time for myself.
All right. Well, I'm glad that when I do see you, when you actually do emerge from your nothingness, that you're not still in nothingness.
I'm energized because I did nothing.
Stiff qualifications for this job, but I think that a whole ton of people who are not qualified per se could probably do a great job at it.
I scrolled by this, but I didn't go into details on it.
So the Tennessean, which is a like a digital newspaper, is recruiting for a Taylor Swift reporter.
That's what I saw, and I was like, very interesting. Okay.
Now, they want you to have a degree in communications and 5 years of a News First newsroom experience.
Yeah, going to rule out a million applications right there.
Yeah, but there are so many Swifties that know so much about Taylor Swift. They're already making TikToks and Easter egg reveals and on and on and on, that I feel like the person who does this is just going to have to become best friends with them anyway.
Big time. They're going to have them as like sources and stuff.
Yeah, because it says we are looking for an energetic writer, photographer, and social media pro who can quench an undeniable thirst for all things Taylor Swift with a steady stream of content across multiple platforms. And they're not just looking for like, go to the concert every night and see what she does differently, say her secret guest and her secret song. Like, they want to know her impact on the culture around her impact on the stock market.
Deep dive.
Yeah, if she wears track pants, does Adidas go up in stock?
I was thinking some Mean Girl stuff right there, just like on Wednesday, Taylor wore pink.
Exactly. And so this is a very in-depth job, but can you imagine if people are like, oh, what do you do? And you're like, oh, I'm the Taylor Swift reporter, the one that gets paid specifically to write about Taylor Swift.
Pretty iconic, I would say. The person that gets it, I think they're going to crush it. It has. I guarantee there's one of those Swifties out there on TikTok going viral that has those qualifications that is just going to crush this job.
I have to imagine that that's probably how they're going to apply. They're going to be like, make this video go viral. I have 5 years of experience and I am a Swiftie. Now watch me show off my skills.
Big time.
Have you heard of the Canadian Rise, Sean?
I have not. Never heard that.
Not a single guess about what it might be?
Well, I might have some guesses.
Okay.
How you wake up as a Canadian?
Canadian Rise. No, that's not it.
Canadian high rise, like a building.
Oh. If we just do it special?
Yeah, they're different up here for winter and stuff.
Okay. Also incorrect.
All right. Canadian Rise. Whenever I see Rise, I think of the band Rise Against, but that has nothing to do with this. So I'm all out of guesses is what I'm trying to say.
All right. Well, I guess we can do this.
Level up your lexicon.
Okay. The Canadian Rise is actually a form of our dialect or our Canadian accent. And it is the way we speak when we're telling a story.
I know this.
You do know this?
I do know this.
Okay. So tell me.
When we're continuing on with the sentence, we'll continue to go up, and then finally when we're on our last point, we'll let you know that we're down.
Yeah, it's like kind of like, I'm still talking, it's my turn, now it's yours.
Yes. Yeah, I know about this.
I didn't know that Canadians did this until I saw the video, and then I was like, I'm doing it myself. Here I go. I'm still talking up, and Sean, you can talk now.
Now it's my turn because I know that you're going down.
Yeah, very interesting, but I feel like I leveled up my lexicon last night, and I reminded your lexicon today.
Yeah, it's always a good reminder. The Athabasca Tribal Council Cultural Festival is going on in about 20 minutes from now. I think doors open and gates open and everything. And recently on Fort McMurray Matters, we had a trio join us from ATC. Carla Buffalo was one of them, and she let everyone know kind of what to expect and why they want you to come out.
One of the goals of having this festival was really to have an opportunity for people to feel really comfortable, to come down, to ask questions, to meet our community members, to sample our food, to have an opportunity to learn our arts and crafts, to listen to the music, and really just to participate, not just to sit back, but be part of the event, because this is a community building opportunity for us to get to know each other. In Fort McMurray, we have a very diverse cultural array of people within our region, and I think that's one of our biggest learnings coming out of this cultural festival. Although we're extremely unique as Cree and Dene and Métis people within the region, I find, and many of the other cultures within other parts of the world really feel a connection. And so that's the most important thing, is to come on down and build that connection and get to know us, and let's celebrate and learn together.
So very well said there. The thing that I took away was that they really want you to participate. Like, it is, obviously, if you're not comfortable and everything, it's totally fine. But I think they really just want to just integrate and really get hands-on and learn and just take the whole experience in.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I love that there are workshops as well that you can take. Last year, I got to take a birch bark canoe workshop.
Very cool.
And it was so informative and just so neat to see how materials were used to make these beautiful things. And there are multiple workshops still that you can sign up for. There's caribou tufting, there's beading, there's so many things that you can really take in and learn and help you to understand a little bit more. So this is for everyone. Everyone is welcome, and it's all weekend long.
Yeah. Free to enter. Some of the workshops are sponsored for. Some of them you do have to pay for just the materials, but a lot of the talent fees are covered through sponsorships and everything, so we can have all the amazing people putting on the workshops here. Like we said, there's a 17-minute chat of Fort McMurray Matters that's now online wherever you get your podcasts. You can find Chief Alan Adam was on the podcast. Carla Buffalo, Elena Gold was also there with our amazing news reporter Alex McLeod. So if you want to listen to the 17-minute chat, you can do that. Or, like we said, gates open like 20 minutes from now, going all throughout the weekend.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.